Hey, so what's going on, guys? So Noble Knight's got a new spell card, which everybody was kind of talking about, and well, it's still not enough. Unfortunately, for everybody out there that thought Knights of the Round Table was going to be good, I was told about it by a friend today, and then Vexkiss, I'll put the link below to Vexkiss's video of a whole about the card. I didn't really watch this whole video, I'm sorry, Vexkiss, if for some reason you're watching this. I didn't read the whole video, I just kind of wanted to read the effect because I couldn't find the information about that card anywhere else today. I'll probably go watch that after I made this video. But as of right now, let me read you the card and tell you what it does and why this card isn't that great. Again. Alright, Noble Knights of the Round Table. Field spell card. During your end phase, you can activate each of these effects up to once per turn, depending on the total number of Noble Knight cards with different names in your graveyard and or you control. So, there's 3 different effects, or 4. You can activate each of these, so whatever. 4 effects. 3 or more Noble Knight cards, send Noble Knight cards. Send 1 Noble Knight card from your deck to the graveyard. 6 or more, special summon 1 Noble Knight monster from your hand, then you can equip 1 Noble Arms equip spell card from your hand to that monster. 9 or more, target 1 Noble Knight Noble Knight's monster in your graveyard, or that target to your hand. 12 or more, draw 1 card. And if you have 12 or more, you can activate each of these, if I read it right. You can activate each of these effects up to once per turn. Yeah, so basically you can get all the effects if you have 12 or more Noble Knight cards in your graveyard. / control. Okay, why is this card not that great? Well, read the effect. Yes, it's not that hard to get Noble Knight monsters in the graveyard, and maybe another variant of the deck will come out to make this card more playable. But as of right now, getting 12 or more Noble Knight monsters in your graveyard isn't that plausible. And yes, it is a field spell, so you can activate it all the time if your opponent does not destroy it. But the effects aren't even that great. They're not bad. They're not bad. Don't get me wrong, before you freak out. Oh, but you're saying the card's bad. I'm not saying the card's bad. I'm just saying their effects could have been better to make the deck better. Just first off, send 1 Noble Knight card from your deck to the graveyard. So yeah, that starts building it up so you can get the other effects off. Whatever. 6 or more, special summon 1 Noble Knight monster from your hand, then you can equip 1 Noble Arms equip spell card from your hand. That's not getting anything from my deck to my hand. That's not helping me out. It's not the searcher I needed. Target 1 Noble Knight's monster in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. That kind of helps because of the first effect. So that does kind of search it up, because you can send 1 Noble Knight card from your deck, and then if you somehow have 9 already in the graveyard, you can target that card in the graveyard and add it to your hand. So if this is a later game and you already have a bunch of Noble Knights in the grave, this starts to work out. And then 1201, draw more card, a little bit more consistency to the deck. The reason why this card is just alright is because number 9 should be where number 6 is. That is basically, that would make this card 10 times better. Number 9 should be number 6. Number 3 effect, I'm going to post the card's link, so I want you to check out Vexkiss's link because he has the description of what the card does, so you can understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, if the number 9 card effect, where you have 9 or more Noble Knight monsters, was where number 6 was, this deck would be 10 times better. The deck would be better, the card would be better, everything would be so much better. But as of right now, it's a little lackluster because getting 9 Noble Knight cards in your graveyard, by the time you do it, it's gonna be a little too late. And not too late as in it wouldn't be bad, it's just like, the deck, it is better, don't get me wrong, it helps Noble Knights out. It honestly does a lot. The 3 or more effect, I dig it. The 6 or more effect, the special 1 Noble Knight monster from your hand and the equip a Noble Arms from, I could care less about that effect. The number 12 or more, just a bonus. But if the 9 was where the 6 was at, and then the 6 was where the 9 is, so they switched, I would be more happy with that, because then it's like, alright, so that's just a bonus effect if I have a bunch more in the graveyard. If all the good effects were in the beginning, and then the extra effects you have tons in the graveyard were just bonuses, that would be a lot better of a card to support the archetype and the deck, and make it more consistent. If you know what Battle in Boxes are, this Noble Knight's field card is kind of like Glassjaw. You send Glassjaw to the graveyard, you get a monster effect, you detach from weryugioh, and you use the same card to get its effects. Well, this, it kind of takes build up. You use this card to get a card to your graveyard, then you use the card later to get that card from the graveyard back to your hand. That might not be as good as an analogy as I first thought it was in my head, so take that with a grain of salt. There's really not much more to say about it. This card's not great, could have been great. Switch the 2 effects, would have been 10 times better, in my personal opinion. But the card is some support, it is better. The 12 or more draw 1 card support is good, but if you already have 12 cards in the graveyard, you might not want to activate that card effect anyways, because your deck's probably getting thin at this point, because if you have 12 Noble Knight monsters in the grave, you probably already have a lot of the Noble Arms cards in the grave, so your deck's probably thinning out. But hey, that draw extra 1 can maybe help you out and win you the game. But, as I said, it's aight. But anyway guys, that's all I have to say about this card. If you like this video, if you agree with me, tell me. like this video. If you don't agree with me, let me know nicely. I appreciate that. If you say it nicely, learn me about the game, all that said before. But anyways, that's it for me. Peace!